Hi everyone, and welcome to And So On. My name is Lisa, and I'm coming to you today from a very soggy Toronto. It's decided to pour rain. It's been the weirdest winter, and apparently it's gonna freeze tonight. So excellent. That should make for a really nice weekend. Anyway, so today I'm going to talk to you about getting out of the winter into the balmy breezes of Mexico. We are going next month to Mexico for a 10-day vacation. So I am planning to do a capsule wardrobe to take with me. So we travel light. You guys probably know that we did a 7-month trip last year. And for the whole 7 months, we traveled with 1 suitcase and 4 carry-ons. And actually for part of the trip, we were staying near friends and we dropped off the suitcase and just did 4 carry-ons for about 3 weeks. So we're carry-on people. So I'm going to do my whole 10 days in 1 carry-on. And I'm going to do a little holiday capsule wardrobe. So I'm not sewing the entire thing. That's a little insane. But I am going to kind of design it and figure out what I want to do. So this is part 1 because I don't have everything finalized yet. I want to include you guys in the process as I'm coming up with it. So when I looked on Pinterest for holiday wardrobe, holiday packing, that kind of thing, holiday capsules, one thing I came up with and saw a lot was the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. And what that means is you pack 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 tops, 4 bottoms, 3 dresses, 2 bathing suits / 2 pairs of shoes, and then 1 hat, sunglasses, scarf, etc. So I'm going to loosely follow that, except for me and the way I like to dress, it'll be 5 tops, 4 dresses / jumpsuits, 3 bottoms, and then 2, 1, exactly the same. So part of that will be me made, and part of it will be stuff that I already have. So I've been thinking about color palette and what I want and how I want things to go together. I piled I also want to do mostly from my stash. So it will be 90% from my stash, might even be 100%. We'll see how we get, but I don't want to commit to that right this instant. I do have an order coming from Blackbird Fabrics. Remember how I said I was on a spending freeze? I'm also doing sugar-free January, so I'm not having any refined sugar in January. That I'm doing really well. The shopping part, not quite as much, but definitely reduced. I can't help it. I love pretty fabrics, and I love Blackbird Fabrics. Anyway, I'll maybe do an Instagram story when that arrives and do an unboxing. So if you're not following me on Instagram, it's just my name @LisaKish, and you'll see me over there. I'm quite active and I love to post stuff. So one thing that I post there actually is a whole bunch of holiday capsule inspiration, and I'll put some of the photos in here if I can of some of the inspiration that I have, some of the ideas that I have. I might not get quite as crazy as some of them or as detailed. It's more inspiration rather than trying to actually make some of those things. But I want more that feel and that idea. And if you don't have the app Vogue Runway, I highly suggest getting it because you have access to every runway show of every designer, going back a couple of years, beautiful photos, and it's a great place to go for inspiration. Some of my favorite designers that I follow are Luisa Beccaria. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Luisa Beccaria, Jay Mendel, Bodega Veneta, Carolina Herrera. Come on. Those are 4 of the favorites that come. Oh, Stella McCartney. Those are some of my favorites, just off the top of my head. So anyway, it's a great place to kind of look and see different designers. So like I said, I was looking at my stash, and there were a couple of different colorways that kind of presented themselves as I was looking at it. And in the end, what I'm deciding to go with is a colorway of white, black, beige, so your neutrals. And then my colors that I'm bringing in are blue and red. So it's kind of a red, white, and blue with a little bit of black and beige in there. And I'll take you through some of the fabrics and some of the things I'm thinking of doing with them. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen this magazine. It's called Patrones. Patrones means patterns in Spanish. And I was learning Spanish for our trip last year, and I continue to learn Spanish. And so I thought, well, hey, what better way than to pick up a Spanish pattern magazine and learn something. And I actually watched some Spanish sewing channels as well. So if you'd like, I could maybe do a special on sewing channels in different languages, because I use it as a dual language learning / sewing, study time. But one of the things, it's a very cool magazine. It's got some really, really cool stuff in it. One of the things that I'm doing, and of course I marked dog-eared it, but it's still not going to come up for me. Where's my dog ear? Okay, so it's not even a great picture, but it's this little wrap skirt. This is the only picture of it. There's the line drawing. So it's a little teeny tiny mini skirt. Yes, it's teeny tiny, but it's Mexico. And you know, as long as I wear something kind of flowy on top, I don't mind short. Short doesn't bother me. I have this fabric. It is upholstery weight fabric from Tonic Living, which if you live in Toronto or Canada, such a great fabric store for upholsteries. But isn't this so cute? It's, what animal would this be? Zebra? Zebra print? And it's quite thick, but the recommendation for this pattern is brocade, or yeah, brocade, I think it was. Jacquard. So I figured this is kind of similar. And wouldn't that be so cute in a little mini skirt with a little zipper? So this might be on the list. These are all might do's, you guys. I'm gonna firm up in next week's video and then you'll see exactly what I'm doing. Pardon me, I dropped something. Remember this from my lovely haul of vintage patterns? So I talked about doing a capsule collection from this, and I still might, but I think this is a good idea. It's a good way to sort of get a start and try out the pattern and see if it fits me at all. So I love the little shell, and I love the skirt, and I love the little shorts as well. I like flat front shorts with a side zip. That's actually my favorite. So something from this, don't know what yet. Next I have, I'll show you the palette here. Okay, so there's the palette. So you can kind of see the one on the top doesn't completely go, but let's not get crazy. It is just it is just a vacation. It's not like I'm presenting on Project Runway or something like that. It doesn't need to be 100% cohesive. I got this a couple years ago, so it's been in my stash for quite a while. It is quite sheer. It's of wall. Oops, that's backwards. Isn't that pretty? I got that at Fabricland. And for this, I was thinking, also out of this Patrones magazine, I was thinking it'd be nice to do a tie front blouse. And I'll show you a picture of the one I was looking at. I love the idea of a really plunging neckline. Like, I love it when I look at it, but I'm very self-conscious when I'm wearing it. And it's not even really about my bust, because I don't really have much, you know, I'm not spilling out of anything, put it that way. But I don't know. It just feels kind of weird when I'm wearing it. But I like this. Now I know it's white, but do you see? So what it is you can see there, it's actually a long tunic with just a tie. But if I cut off the bottom part, then it just becomes like a loose fitting blouse with a tie front. And I thought I could use this pattern to do something like what I just showed you. And I thought in this flowy material, because I think I have about a meter and a half, that could be really pretty in that. I purchased the Charlie Caftan from Closet Case Patterns, and I just thought it was just so cute and amazing, and I want to make it out of this. Isn't that great? It looks so good on camera too. It's a great color. This is a sheet. It's a sheet from, it says Holiday Joy. Maybe it's a tablecloth. I don't know. It says 100% cotton. So it's just like a cotton, either sheet or tablecloth, one or the other. Anyway, I guess it's supposed to be Christmassy, but I don't really think of that as Christmassy. I mean, I think if I hadn't just read Holiday Joy, that wouldn't have come up in my head. But wouldn't that make a great caftan and like a bright color? And it kind of goes with some of the brighter stuff that I was drawn to when I was researching holiday capsule collections. I also bought the brand new pattern from Tessuti, the Bondi dress. And I'll put a picture of that in here. And the Bondi dress, so I saw this picture on Pinterest last year or the year before, and it was that someone had hacked another one of their patterns, and I wasn't confident enough yet to really do hacks, and so I kind of let it go. And then it came up, and I was like, oh, I remember that picture, and they've made it into a pattern, the Bondi. I like the fact that it's high-necked, because when I'm in the sun, I'm really self-conscious about getting too much sun on my chest. We all have our things. That one's mine. So I don't mind a V-neck, but sometimes if it's a really hot day, I want to make sure that that part of me is covered. And I love the center seam. I love the fringed edge. I just think it's super cute. So I have this, and then this might affect my lighting, but this, yeah, see. So this is a white linen dress look at the fun pockets. Can you see those pockets? See, look how low they go. Isn't that fun? What I want to do is make the Bondi dress out of this and try and maintain these super awesome pockets. I wish I could, I don't know if I'm going to be able to really show you, but see, they have like a top and then a bottom. Just these super awesome pockets. And it's a beautiful, beautiful linen. So I'm going to try and make the Bondi dress out of this fabric. I have this, and you might remember that this is the same fabric that my first sew over it, what is the wrap top? The name's escaping me at the moment. And Anderson, my first Anderson blouse was made out of this. So I did cut off a fair amount, but I got this at the Value Village for $4 or $5 for this whole length of fabric. And I think out of this, I'm going to do the autumn dress by Style Arc. And I'll put a picture of that. And that's also on my Make 9. So I might be able to check 2 off of my Make 9 with that. It's just really soft and lovely. It's a cotton linen blend. I think it's perfect for this. Now, I don't know if you guys have any experience with this, but I was reading about linen, and if you underline it with something else, it gives it more structure and more like support, and it's less likely to crush, because clearly this crushes and gets wrinkly pretty easily. So I have a white, like a very thin white wall sheet that I was thinking I might underline the front and back panels of the dress to try and have them get less wrinkled. So if you have an opinion on that, let me know. I'm curious. And I have this fun fabric that I also got secondhand that I think just really goes with the palette. And I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with that. I might do a little skirt. It could also be a good, just like a wrap top or an off the shoulder. It could be a really cute little off the shoulder top with little white shorts, you know, just cotton and easy and something, maybe a little off the shoulder with just the shearing at the top or whatever. And then last but not least, this does not go in my color pattern, but I have this cool bathing suit material that I got probably almost 2 years ago at Fabricland. It's a remnant, but you don't need a ton for that kind of stuff. And I'm looking at a few different bathing suit patterns. I want something with kind of a high waist, almost like 40 style or something like that, because I also want to be able to wear it in the yoga room. So again, it needs to be something that's substantial enough. And I might want to do something that's kind of like this, like a high-waisted halter look. But isn't that nice? I just thought that was so cool, and it's got a great feel to it. So I don't know if this will happen in time for the trip or not. We'll see. Maybe. I'm not gonna put any expectation. Here's the thing with a hobby, is the minute you put expectation on yourself and pressure, it's no fun anymore, right? And if it's not fun, what's the point? Like, the whole point of a hobby is that you, that it gives something to you, not takes away, right? Anyway, that is it for part 1 of my holiday capsule collection plans. And I'll be back in a couple days when I've finalized and firmed up and looked in my wardrobe to see what I'm going to pair, and then I'll be able to kind of give you the whole idea. Now, if you would, go over and follow me on Instagram, because what I've decided to do is I will debut each outfit every day when I'm on my trip next month, so that you'll get to see every outfit every day. And then when I come back, I'll do, a rehash of everything here and a roundup, but I'm not going to show you everything before the trip. I'm just going to sew and get it all done. All right, so if you could please like this video for me, I would so appreciate it. If you can subscribe, if you've not already subscribed. As a matter of fact, we are almost at 2,000 subscribers, and I am going to do a big giveaway. So be sure to subscribe, and let me know if you have a holiday coming up and if you plan to sew for it. I would love to hear about that. All right, you guys, you have a good week. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.